The automation architects, building self-operating business empires that work while you sleep. Let me tell you about the moment that transformed Daniel Kim from a burned-out entrepreneur working 80-hour weeks for $400,000 annually to what business experts now call an automation architect. Someone who builds completely self-operating business empires that generate millions in revenue while requiring less than 10 hours of owner involvement per week. It was January 15th, 2024, and Daniel was lying in a hospital bed suffering from stress-induced exhaustion, realizing that despite his financial success, he had built a prison that required his constant presence to operate. Most entrepreneurs believe that business success requires personal sacrifice and endless hours. Daniel discovered something revolutionary. He learned what Napoleon Hill called the automation empire method, the systematic approach to building businesses that operate with machine-like precision and generate wealth automatically, requiring minimal human intervention once properly designed and implemented. Within 36 months, Daniel had transformed his labor-intensive consulting business into a $50 million automated empire consisting of 7 interconnected companies that operated seamlessly while he traveled the world, spent time with family, and pursued personal interests. His businesses didn't just run without him. They performed better in his absence because they operated on systematic excellence rather than individual effort. Tonight, you're going to learn the exact automation framework Daniel used to build self-operating business systems that generate wealth 24/7, and how you can apply these same principles to create business empires that work while you sleep, regardless of your industry or current business model. The burnout crisis. Daniel's wake-up call came when his doctor informed him that his stress levels were literally life-threatening. Despite building a successful consulting firm generating significant revenue, Daniel was trapped in what he called the entrepreneur's paradox. The more successful his business became, the more it demanded of his time, energy, and attention. "I had created a job that I couldn't quit," Daniel later reflected. "Every client relationship, every project, every decision required my personal involvement. I wasn't building a business. I was building a sophisticated form of self-employment that consumed my life while generating money." The crisis deepened when Daniel calculated the true cost of his approach. Over 5 years, his inability to scale beyond his personal capacity had cost him approximately $15 million in opportunities he couldn't pursue because of time limitations. He was working harder and harder for diminishing returns on his investment of time and energy. That's when his business advisor, Maria Santos, introduced him to Alexander Chen, a systems architect who had spent 15 years helping entrepreneurs build what he called self-operating business machines, companies designed to function with the reliability and consistency of automated manufacturing systems. The automation discovery. Alexander had a completely different perspective on business building that revolutionized Daniel's understanding of entrepreneurship and wealth creation. Most entrepreneurs confuse being busy with being productive. Alexander explained, "They try to scale their personal effort instead of building systems that operate independently. True wealth comes from creating business architectures that work without human intervention, generating income while you sleep, travel, or pursue other interests." Alexander showed Daniel case studies of entrepreneurs who had built businesses generating 8 and 9 figures annually while working fewer than 20 hours per week. These weren't passive investment strategies. They were actively growing companies that operated through sophisticated automation rather than manual management. "The goal isn't to build a business you can sell," Alexander continued. "It's to build a business that doesn't need you to operate profitably." When you master automation architecture, your businesses become wealth-generating machines that free your time while multiplying your income exponentially. The 5 automation architecture principles. Over the next 6 months, Alexander taught Daniel 5 fundamental principles that transform labor-intensive businesses into self-operating empires. Principle 1, systems-first design. Instead of building businesses around personal expertise, automation architects design companies that operate through documented systems, processes, and procedures that anyone can follow to achieve consistent results. Principle 2, technology integration. Rather than using technology as a tool, automation architects integrate technological solutions so deeply into business operations that most functions operate automatically without human decision-making or intervention. Principle 3, Predictive operations. Automation architects build businesses that anticipate problems and opportunities before they occur, using data analysis and pattern recognition to make decisions and adjustments automatically. Principle 4. Self-managing teams. Instead of personally managing employees, automation architects create team structures and incentive systems that motivate superior performance and accountability without requiring supervisor oversight. Principle 5. Continuous optimization. Automation architects design businesses with built-in feedback loops and improvement mechanisms that automatically enhance performance, efficiency, and profitability over time. Daniel's 36-month automation transformation. Under Alexander's guidance, Daniel systematically rebuilt his business model for complete automation. Month 16, business architecture analysis and redesign. Daniel began by mapping every process in his existing consulting business, identifying which functions required his personal involvement and which could be systematized. He discovered that 80% of his daily activities were repetitive processes that could be documented and delegated. Working with Alexander, Daniel redesigned his business model around scalable systems rather than personal relationships. Instead of providing custom consulting, he developed standardized methodologies that achieved superior results through proven processes rather than individual expertise. I realized I had been selling my time when I should have been selling my systems, Daniel explained. Clients didn't need me personally. They needed the results my methods produced. Once I systematized those methods, I could deliver the same value without personal involvement. Month 7-12, technology, infrastructure, and process automation. Daniel implemented comprehensive automation technologies throughout his operations. Customer acquisition moved to automated marketing funnels that generated and qualified leads without human intervention. Sales processes automated through chatbots and decision trees that guided prospects to appropriate solutions. Project delivery automated through standardized workflows, template-based solutions, and AI-assisted analysis tools that produced client results faster and more consistently than manual methods. Financial management, reporting, and analytics automated through integrated software systems that tracked performance in real time. Daniel also implemented customer success automation that monitored client satisfaction, identified opportunities for additional services, and managed retention and renewal processes without requiring personal attention. Month 13-18, team development and self-management systems. Daniel created team structures designed to operate independently. He hired based on specific skill sets needed to execute automated processes, rather than general capabilities requiring supervision. He implemented performance metrics and incentive systems that motivated excellent results without management oversight. He developed comprehensive training systems that onboarded new team members through standardized curricula and competency assessments. Team leaders emerged naturally through performance-based advancement rather than appointed management positions. Daniel also implemented conflict resolution and decision-making frameworks that allowed teams to solve problems and make operational decisions independently, escalating only strategic issues that affected overall business direction. Month 19-24. Predictive analytics and autonomous decision-making. Daniel integrated advanced analytics systems that monitored business performance, market conditions, and customer behavior to make operational adjustments automatically. Marketing campaigns optimized themselves based on performance data. Pricing adjusted automatically based on demand patterns and competitor analysis. Inventory management, scheduling, and resource allocation operated through predictive algorithms that anticipated needs before they became urgent. Customer service issues resolved automatically through AI systems that learned from successful resolution patterns. Daniel's businesses began making intelligent decisions faster and more accurately than human management could achieve, improving performance while reducing the need for human intervention. Month 25-36. Empire expansion and multiplication. With his original business operating automatically, Daniel used the same automation principles to build 6 additional companies in complementary markets. Each new business launched with complete automation architecture from day one, reaching profitability faster than traditional startups. Daniel created interconnected business ecosystems where companies referred customers to each other, shared resources efficiently, and multiplied overall profitability through strategic coordination. His business empire operated like a single organism with multiple revenue streams. The extraordinary automation results. By month 36, Daniel's automation empire had generated remarkable outcomes. Revenue growth, increased from $400,000 annually to $50 million across 7 automated businesses, representing 12,400% growth in 3 years. Time freedom reduced personal work involvement from 80 hours weekly to 8 to 10 hours across all businesses combined, achieving 88% time reduction while growing income. Profit margins improved profit margins from 15% to 65% through automation efficiencies and reduced labor costs compared to manual operations. Business resilience maintained and grew revenue during market downturns because automated systems adapted faster than competitors could respond manually. Scalability achieved unlimited growth potential as businesses could expand without proportional increases in management requirements or operational complexity. Global reach expanded operations internationally with minimal additional effort since automated systems operated effectively across time zones and cultural differences. The automation architecture framework. Through Daniel's success and Alexander's work with hundreds of entrepreneurs, they developed a comprehensive framework for building self-operating businesses. Phase 1, Business Process Mapping and Systemization. Document every business function and identify automation opportunities. Redesign operations around scalable systems rather than personal involvement. Create standard operating procedures that achieve consistent results. Eliminate bottlenecks that require individual decision-making or intervention. Phase 2, Technology Integration and Infrastructure Development. Implement comprehensive automation tools for marketing, sales, delivery, and customer service. Integrate systems to share data and coordinate operations automatically. Develop predictive analytics capabilities for autonomous decision-making. Create monitoring systems that track performance and identify optimization opportunities. Phase 3, Team Architecture and Self-Management Development. Hire for specific system execution rather than general management capabilities. Create performance metrics and incentive structures that motivate excellent results independently. Develop training systems that onboard team members through standardized curricula. Implement leadership development that emerges through performance rather than appointment. Phase 4, Autonomous Operations and Continuous Optimization. Test business operations under various scenarios to ensure reliability without owner presence. Implement feedback loops that improve performance automatically over time. Develop crisis management protocols that address problems without human intervention. Create expansion mechanisms that allow growth without proportional management increases. Phase 5, Empire Multiplication and Ecosystem Development. Apply automation principles to build multiple interconnected businesses. Create strategic coordination between companies to multiply overall profitability. Develop mentoring and consulting opportunities based on automation expertise. Establish passive income streams through investment and licensing of automation systems. Real-world automation architecture applications. Case Study 1, the e-commerce automation empire. Jennifer Walsh built a $25 million e-commerce operation selling health supplements through completely automated systems. Customer acquisition operated through AI-optimized advertising that adjusted targeting and messaging in real time. Order fulfillment automated through third-party logistics integrated with inventory management systems. Customer service handled through chatbots and AI assistants that resolve 95% of inquiries without human involvement. The business operated with a team of 12 people managing operations across multiple countries and product lines. Case Study 2, the digital education automation machine. Michael Torres created an $18 million online education business teaching business skills through automated course delivery, student support, and marketing systems. Content creation streamlined through templates and AI assistants that produced high-quality educational materials rapidly. Student acquisition automated through social media marketing and referral systems. Course delivery and assessment automated through learning management systems with AI tutoring. Student success and retention managed through automated coaching and progress monitoring. The business served over 100,000 students annually with minimal manual intervention. Case Study 3, the Service Business Automation Network. Lisa Chen transformed her marketing agency into a $35 million network of automated service businesses covering marketing, design, development, and consulting. Client acquisition automated through content marketing and lead generation systems that attracted and qualified prospects continuously. Service delivery standardized through proven methodologies and template-based solutions. Project management automated through workflow systems that coordinated teams and tracked progress without supervision. Quality assurance handled through automated review and optimization processes. The network operated profitably in 12 countries, while Lisa focused on strategic development and expansion planning. The psychology of automation thinking. Napoleon Hill understood that building automated businesses requires mastering several psychological principles. Systems thinking over individual effort. Automation architects learn to think in terms of repeatable processes and scalable systems rather than personal productivity and individual achievement. Long-term design over short-term results. Building automation requires investing time and resources in system development that may not produce immediate returns, but create long-term competitive advantages. Trust in systematic excellence. Automation architects develop confidence in well-designed systems to produce superior results compared to individual effort and personal management. Abundance mindset for team development. Successful automation requires empowering teams and sharing control, rather than hoarding decision-making authority and operational knowledge. Advanced automation strategies. Artificial intelligence integration leverage machine learning and AI technologies to handle complex decision-making, pattern recognition, and optimization that exceeds human capabilities in speed and accuracy. Ecosystem development and strategic partnerships create networks of complementary businesses and strategic alliances that refer customers, share resources, and multiply overall profitability through coordination. Data-driven optimization and performance enhancement use comprehensive analytics to continuously improve business performance, identify optimization opportunities, and make strategic adjustments based on objective evidence. Global scaling and cultural adaptation design automation systems that operate effectively across different markets, time zones, and cultural contexts, without requiring localized management. The technology tools for business automation. Customer relationship management and marketing automation implement platforms like HubSpot, Salesforce, or ActiveCampaign to automate lead generation, nurturing, conversion, and retention processes across multiple customer touchpoints. Business process automation and workflow management use tools like Zapier, Monday.com, or Asana to connect different systems and automate routine tasks, approvals, and communications across business functions. Artificial intelligence and machine learning platforms leverage AI services from Google, Amazon, or Microsoft to automate decision-making, content creation, customer service, and predictive analytics capabilities. Financial management and analytics automation implement platforms like QuickBooks, Xero, or specialized industry software to automate accounting, reporting, and financial analysis functions. The daily automation management practice. Successful automation architects develop consistent oversight routines despite minimal direct involvement. Morning system performance review, 15 minutes. Check automated dashboard reports for any system alerts or performance issues requiring attention, review key performance metrics across all business operations, identify any optimization opportunities or strategic adjustments needed. Midday strategic development, 30 minutes. Focus on strategic planning, new automation opportunities, and business expansion rather than operational management. Work on system improvements and technology upgrades that enhance automatic operations. Coordinate with team leaders on long-term development rather than daily operations. Evening performance analysis and optimization, 15 minutes. Review daily performance data to identify trends and improvement opportunities, plan system enhancements and automation upgrades for implementation, assess progress towards strategic goals, and adjust automation priorities accordingly. Common automation architecture mistakes. Mistake 1. Attempting to automate poor processes, trying to automate inefficient or ineffective processes, rather than redesigning operations for optimal systematic performance before implementing automation technologies. Mistake 2. Over-reliance on technology without human oversight, implementing automation without adequate monitoring and management systems that ensure quality and handle exceptions that automated systems cannot address appropriately. Mistake 3, insufficient team development and training, failing to develop team capabilities needed to manage and optimize automated systems, resulting in reduced performance when problems arise or improvements are needed. Mistake 4, gradual implementation without strategic design, adding automation piece by piece without comprehensive strategic planning that ensures different automated systems work together effectively and efficiently. Mistake 5, personal control resistance and delegation difficulties, struggling to trust automated systems and delegate control, resulting in continued personal involvement that defeats the purpose of automation architecture development. Building your automation empire. Months 1-6, foundation analysis and system design map current business processes and identify automation opportunities, redesign operations around scalable systems rather than personal involvement, document standard operating procedures for consistent results, research and plan technology integration for comprehensive automation. Month 7-12, technology implementation and process automation, implement marketing automation for lead generation and customer acquisition, automate sales processes through CRM and workflow management systems, develop automated delivery systems for products or services, create automated customer service and support capabilities. Months 13-18, team development and management automation, hire team members for system execution rather than general management, implement performance metrics and incentive systems for independent motivation, create training systems for standardized onboarding and development, develop leadership structures that operate without personal supervision. Months 19-24, advanced analytics and autonomous decision-making, implement predictive analytics for automatic optimization and adjustment, create feedback loops that improve performance without human intervention, develop crisis management protocols for automated problem resolution, test business operations under various scenarios to ensure reliability. Months 25-36, empire expansion and ecosystem development, apply automation principles to build additional interconnected businesses, create strategic coordination between companies for multiplied profitability, develop passive income streams through automation consulting and licensing, establish mentoring and coaching opportunities based on automation expertise. Your business automation revolution. Daniel Kim's transformation from overworked entrepreneur to automation architect wasn't about working smarter, it was about building systems that work instead of him. He discovered that true entrepreneurial success comes not from personal productivity, but from creating businesses that operate with mechanical reliability and systematic excellence. The automation empire method he mastered isn't about eliminating human involvement. It's about designing businesses where human effort focuses on strategy and optimization rather than routine operations and manual management. Business automation is the ultimate entrepreneurial advantage. It creates time freedom while multiplying income, provides scalability without proportional complexity increases, and builds wealth that continues generating regardless of personal involvement or market conditions. Your success as an entrepreneur ultimately depends on your ability to build systems that work better than individual effort. No amount of personal productivity can compete with well-designed automation that operates 24/7 with consistent excellence and continuous improvement. The framework exists. The technology tools are available. The principles are proven. The only variable is your commitment to building systematic excellence rather than relying on personal effort alone. Like this video if you're ready to build self-operating business empires that work while you sleep. Subscribe to this channel for continued automation architecture and systematic wealth-building education. Comment below with your biggest business bottleneck. Let's design automation solutions together. Remember, the goal isn't to build a business you can sell, it's to build a business that doesn't need you to operate profitably. Start building your automation empire today.